It's really hard to motivate people. That's why so many leaders struggle with it. It's just really hard. But there is a simple formula that can help make it a lot easier. And that is, motivating people starts with building emotional connections. If you think about the people who are really good at motivating others, they don't do it by giving a big speech or by telling people what they should do. They do it by connecting with them emotionally. They tell stories. They share personal experiences. They speak to people's values and beliefs, and in doing so, they create an emotional connection that motivates people to follow them, to listen to them, to buy into their vision. When we connect with people emotionally, we create a sense of trust and openness. We make them feel safe enough to be vulnerable, to admit that they need help, to share their fears and their concerns. When we show people that we care about them, that we're interested in them as human beings, not just as employees or customers or members, but as human beings, they are more likely to trust us and to listen to what we have to say. This is why the best leaders and influencers aren't the ones who are the loudest or the most charismatic. They're the ones who are the most authentic and vulnerable. They're the ones who are willing to open themselves up and to share their stories, because when we do that, we create a sense of connection with people. We make them feel like they know us, like they understand us, and that makes it easier for them to follow us. So if you want to motivate people, if you want to get them excited about something, if you want them to follow you, then start by connecting with them emotionally. Tell them a story. Share a personal experience. Let them see the real you. Let them see that you're a human being just like them. A great example of this is the movie industry. Think of all the times that you've gone to see a movie and you've connected with a character. You've laughed when they laughed. You've cried when they cried. You've cheered when they cheered. Why? Because you've formed an emotional connection with them. You care about what happens to them because you see yourself in them. And the same is true with people. When we connect with people emotionally, we create a sense of community. We make them feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves, and that motivates them to take action. It gives them a sense of purpose and meaning. So how do you connect with people emotionally? Well, it starts with showing genuine interest in them. Ask them questions about themselves. Listen to their stories. Be curious about their experiences. And when you do that, you'll start to build an emotional connection with them. You'll start to understand their motivations, their fears, their dreams. And that will help you to tailor your message in a way that resonates with them. The second thing you can do is share your own story. Open yourself up to others. Let them see the real you. Be vulnerable. Be authentic. And when you do that, you'll create a sense of trust and openness. People will feel safe around you. They'll feel like they can be vulnerable around you. And that will make it easier for you to connect with them on an emotional level. And finally, focus on the emotional aspect of your message. When you're trying to persuade someone to do something, don't just focus on the logical arguments. Focus on the emotional ones. Appeal to their values, their beliefs, their passions. And when you do that, you'll create a sense of excitement and enthusiasm. People will feel motivated to follow you. They'll feel inspired to take action. Motivating people is hard, but it doesn't have to be. If you use the formula of building emotional connections, if you connect with people on an emotional level, then you'll be able to motivate them in a way that's authentic and powerful. So go out there and connect with people, build relationships, be authentic, be vulnerable. And in doing so, you'll create a sense of trust and openness that will make it easier for you to motivate them, easier for you to lead them, to inspire them, to help them achieve their goals.